So it's Sunday, and I'm here updating Dawn so that you don't have to document on Sundays. Hey, y'all, I'm Shelley. I do tips for hospice nurses, and today I am providing upgrades into Dawn that we discussed yesterday at the current Dawn user meeting that I had. So every month I have a meeting with all of the Dawn users. Whoever wants to attend can via Zoom, and we talk about what's working, what's not, what to fix, what to change. So we did that yesterday. I got some fabulous input. So let me share with you what I have in Dawn so far. So here is some of what I added into Dawn today, and I'm going to be progressively working on expanding all of the categories in a similar fashion. But as I said, when I was out working in the field last week, I found that I didn't have enough layers in Dawn. So I've added some more in your documentation phrases. So I'm going to give you a quick overview here. So if you go to your documentation phrases, then you go to your diagnosis specific. Remember, everything in each of these categories is going to support eligibility for that diagnosis. So with the pulmonary disease and the respiratory assessment, I found this week when I was out in the field working, there were some patients that really weren't using their oxygen all the time, and I didn't have options for that. So I added that here. So now we have an option for intermittent oxygen, worded in a way that will definitely support eligibility for anyone who's on for a pulmonary disease and not contradict anything there. And then we have the continuous low flow, which is like your 2 to 3 liters, your 3 to 4 liters option. And then we have options for when your patient goes on to a higher flow and a higher requirement for their option. So we have 3 options for that. I made some changes in the Alzheimer's dementia. So one of the main one is the neurological. I have all of the FAST scores now, starting with the 7A. And this was the idea of someone in the group that met with me yesterday via Zoom when we had our DAHN User Meeting group. But this was a great suggestion. So we have them according to the FAST score. So 7A, this is your neuro assessment for someone who's on for dementia that is a 7A. And all of these, you have 4 options that you can use. Use a different option each time you document. That way you're not repeating the same option over and over. Same thing now, we got 7B, and you have 4 options for 7B. You have 4 options for 7C as your patient progresses. Same thing with 7D. 4 options. These are your neuro assessments again, the phrases you can use. You got 4 options, so you pick one each time you go, and you have a different option every time. And then 7E. 4 options there. So that's a lot of options there for your neuro assessment for your patient who's on for dementia. And then I've done some mobility. I've added that. I didn't have ambulatory or wheel or walker in there because generally most of the time your dementia patients aren't going to be like that. But this last week I had some that were. So I have an option now in there for your Alzheimer's patient to document when they ambulate with assistance. And you have 4 options there for that. You've got 4 options for if they're ambulating with their walker, and it talks about what their gait looks like and how unsteady they are, how they can't remember to move their feet and they have to be prompted and all of that. So we have that walker in there now. And then we have the same options that were already in there before, the chair bound and the bed bound for the Alzheimer's. So these are some of the changes. I've done a lot of this with other areas in Dawn. I'm not going to go through them all here because that would get super long, but I'm going to continue to work on this all week long. So we're going to have a lot more options and categorized each option to make it easier for you to get exactly what it is that you need. So these are just some of the changes that are going into Dawn based on the meeting that we had yesterday. It was a really great meeting. We'll be doing this meeting every single month. It's open to all current Dawn users. You will get an email with the link. So one month I do Saturday, then like next month I'll do it on Sunday, and the next month I'll do it on Saturday to leave it so it's easier for everybody that wants to attend to be able to attend. And it's really awesome because y'all, I built Dawn for y'all to make your life easier so you can get your documentation done faster and get back to your life and having fun. And so these meetings, that's the purpose of them. And I incorporate everything that I can from the meeting into Dawn to make it better for you. If you haven't used Dawn yet, you can get it on your app stores. Just go to DAHN on the app stores, or you can use the web version at DAHN.ai. And both are interchangeable. So if you have the app, you can also still use the web version. It works that way. You get a 7-day free trial. I'm so excited for you to try it. If you need any help with it once you're in it, or you need me to show you how to use it, just reach out to me in the suggestion tab, you can shoot me an email and I'll be glad to set up a time to help you with it. And you guys, I hope y'all are being safe out there. I hope you're having a good, peaceful day. And I will see you in the next video. And I love you guys.